What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is alright and obviously safe and sound right now in the crazy time that we're currently enduring across the world. But I wanted to bring this video, I wanted to keep bringing you regular content. So today we're going to be focusing on everything that I sold in March. And obviously at the beginning of March this epidemic hadn't kicked off fully. It was more coming towards the middle of March. But regardless, I've still made sales, which is good, which means I'm still making money. So we're going to get straight into the video. I'm going to show you exactly what has sold this March. Right, so I've shuffled over to this side of the camera because everything that I've sold I'm going to screenshot it and pop up here and tell you a little bit about the item, where I sourced it from, what I bought it for and what I was managed to resell it for. I've written everything down on these cards so I don't miss everything out. So let's jump straight into it. So first item I sold in March was a Lego Star Wars set. This item I sourced a massive bundle of Lego off of someone on Facebook Marketplace. I think there was around 20 boxes and I got them for a really good price where it equated to, I think it was about, each box was about £5 each. So I was really happy with that. Really good bargain, and I know Lego sells well on eBay, whether it be in sets, whether it be on even bags of like random Lego 1 kilogram bags that sell well as well. So yeah, that was the first thing I sold this month, a Lego set. Okay, next thing I found was a pair of Clark's men's shoes. This was a really good find. I found them in a charity shop. They had an offer on that day. It was basically buy one get one free on shoes, and I bought 2 pairs of shoes for £9, which means this pair effectively cost me £4.50, and I sold them for £27.99. I probably could have priced them a little bit higher, but I was still happy with the profit I made. So if you do see any Clark shoes in any of the charity shops you go to, or even on Facebook Marketplace, or even at car boots, although I know currently car boots aren't operating right now unfortunately, definitely pick them up if you see Clark shoes. It doesn't matter if they're brand new. This pair was brand new, but as long as they're in good condition, guys, they will definitely sell. Next thing I bought and sold was a Sony CD player. This CD player I found, again, it was like a reselling shop. It's like a huge, I guess you could call it a charity shop slash reselling shop. And they've got loads and loads of electrical items, like loads. And this was basically something that really jumped out to me. Mint condition, Sony CD player. I checked the comp solds and I got it for £10 and I was able to sell it for £34.99. And that sold within 3 or 4 days. So certain electricals do sell really well on eBay, so that was a really good find and obviously great profit. Next thing to sell, another electrical item, was a Yamaha amplifier. Really high price, £90. This was actually given to me by a friend, along with another couple of items. So I took it off his hands and I sold it. Again, sold really quickly. Obviously I'm going to give my friend a percentage of the money that I made. Of course, that was part of the deal. Funny story about this item, I sent it via My Herms. I think it cost around £7-9 to send. Dispatched it next working day. Obviously I track all of the items that I send through eBay, and the buyer said they hadn't received it because they've been held due to damage, which I was a little bit shocked by, because every item I send I make sure that I really wrap it up and protect it with bubble wrap, put it in a box, pack the box. And I always take pictures before I send it, so if there are any problems I can show the sender, look, this is how it was packaged, I'm unsure how it was damaged. But anyway, My Herms basically took responsibility. I stayed in constant back and forth messages with the buyer, so that was really good. I have mentioned that before, make sure you communicate with your buyers, and after a couple of days it was received and they were happy with it, so happy days. Next thing I bought was an Oakley Factory Pilot, like a long sleeve t-shirt. I got it from a charity shop for £2 and I was able to sell it to £10. I think I did have it listed for about £12.99, but I took an offer on £10 and obviously still made £8 profit before fees, so again another good find. Moving onwards, this I actually found in my shed. Was a car battery charger that I bought a while ago in Argos. I think I paid about £20 for it. It had been sitting in there for well over a year. It sold for £11.50, but it was sitting in my shed, so it's £11.50 that I'm happy with, and I was just happy to get rid of it to create space for other merchandise. These were a pair of Puma RSX trainers. They're an old pair of trainers of mine that my wife bought me a few years ago for my birthday. Didn't really wear them. I think I wore them a handful of times, and they were just sitting in my bedroom. I thought, you know what, chucked them in the washing machine. They came up really well. Like I said, they had barely been worn, and I was able to sell them for $39.99. So again, another nice bit of profit. Some more Lego now. This is another Lego Harry Potter set that again came in that bundle of stuff that I bought off Facebook. This one sold for $16.99. I've sold really well. I have done really well with Lego and sold quite a few items. Most of the sets that I've sold have all been brand new and boxed as well. So happy with that one. Some more Lego was shifted. Let's keep it moving. What's next? Oh, this is a cool item. This was given to me by my father-in-law. This is an Aston Villa, sort of an old school retro LDV shirt. He had it lying around in his shed. He knew obviously that I resell, so he gave me it. The same day we actually went to watch Aston Villa in the cup final, which unfortunately we lost. Don't hate me, I'm an Aston Villa fan. Please subscribe. Don't hold that against me. But yeah, I sold it for £40, and again, I probably could have priced it a little bit higher as well. Probably could have got 50, but I was happy with that. It was given to me. I told him obviously I was going to sell it. It wasn't a gift. It wouldn't have, if it had fit me, I would have 100% kept it. But I think it was like a medium men's. But yeah, that sold really quickly. So like retro football shirts, guys, do sell really well, and I've got another one that I'm going to show you in a minute. Right, what's next? Oh, Guess Who game. This board game I bought in a charity shop for £1, and I was able to sell it for $6.99. So not massive amounts of profit, but still profit, and that's why obviously we're in the game of reselling. So yeah, a cool sort of, it was like quite an old school version. I think it was Hasbro that made the game, and that sold quite quickly as well. On to the next page. Where are we? Okay. Some more Lego Minecraft set, again was in that bundle that I bought off Facebook, sold it for $11.99, so again made good profit. Now some women's trainers. These were Nike Air Max, like a leopard print version trainer. I sourced these off Facebook Marketplace for £15. I sold them for 25. I had them listed for $29.99 and someone offered me 25, so I took an offer. If it's a sensible offer, I always take it. But obviously if I know I'm going to lose out massively when it comes to profit, then I'll obviously send back a counter offer. These were a birthday present. The buyer messaged me and said, look, would it be okay if you could send these next day? I think it was going to cost me like an additional £1.20 something to send first class. So I sent first class. Yeah, I lost out on £1 something profit, but it kept my buyer happy and they left me really good feedback, so it was well worth it. Next, another pair of men's Nike trainers. I have featured these on another video. I bought these from a charity shop, I think for £4.50 and sold them for 25. Reasonably good condition, not a lot of wear on the sole. Again, chucked them in the washing machine and they came up really well. Again, took really good photos of them. If you haven't checked out my video on how to take pictures and list trainers, then make sure you go and watch that. It's really helpful. Shows you exactly the process that I go through when I sell shoes, trainers, any footwear via eBay. Next was this Tannoy subwoofer. This was a part of the sort of bundle that was given to me by a friend. Really good condition. I tested it my end. Really good subwoofer, very powerful, and I sold that for £60. Again, the buyer sent me a few questions that they wanted to know about the item, and once again I responded very quickly. They made me an offer. I think I had it listed for 65. They offered me 60, so I took it, and once again packaged it really well. They received it, were very happy, and once again left me very good feedback, so happy days. Next was this Rydale men's sort of tweed waistcoat. I found this in a charity shop. I didn't know anything about the brand, so obviously I did my sold comp check, like I keep mentioning, like many resellers will talk about, and it sold for £30, so £25 profit. Really good condition. Literally looked brand new. So yeah, I'm really happy with that one. Next was this pair of Adidas, like a Stella McCartney. I think she collaborated with Adidas and brought out a range of sportswear. Adidas leggings. I got them for £2, sold them for 10. I took an offer on these as well. I think I had them listed for £12.99, and the buyer offered me 10. So obviously I took it, and they sold. So again, made profit, £8, obviously before fees, but it's still profit. Next is more Lego. Another Lego City set, sold for £17. Again, another box gone from the bundle that I bought. Next item, this Island rugby fleece, which I bought from another. It was from that reselling shop where I bought the CD player from, the Sony CD player from. It was on a rack with loads of stuff, and I think it was £2.50. Yeah, £2.50. And it was when the Six Nations was going, so I thought, why not? A fan's bound to buy it, which they did. Sold for £12. This Epson ink cartridge. I can't remember what video it was, but I basically saw a reseller saying that they had got a massive bundle of ink cartridges, Canon, Epson, etc., and they flipped really well. So this I found on Facebook Marketplace for £8, brand new, never been opened, and I put it on eBay for 20 originally. It was there for probably a good couple of weeks, so then I lowered the price to £17.99, and it sold. So again, another good sale with some good profit. Right, this side now. Some more Lego. Lego Harry Potter set. Sold for £18.50. I found that the Harry Potter and the Star Wars set sold really well. So again, if you come across any Lego sets, Harry Potter, Star Wars, whether they're brand new or, you know what I mean, not brand new or boxed or whatnot, it is worth picking them up. Lego sells really well. This is a cool little find, a vintage Dunlop squash racket. I got this for 20p. There was like a big bin of rackets, some new, some old, and this one just jumped out to me, really sort of retro-y vintage, and I thought that's bound to sell, so I grabbed it. It was 20p, and someone bought it for £8. So although not amazing profit, still profit. This a Segway I sold. This was really heavy item actually, but I made sure that I weighed it beforehand, and obviously ensured that I put the right posters on there, so I wasn't going to lose out. Again, this was part of the stuff that my friend gave me to sell. Sold that for $49.99. It had no charger with it, so what I did is I went on to, I think it was eBay. Yeah, I did get it off eBay. I found a charger, the one that fitted up. I think it was a pretty standard, like a 3-pin charger. I think I got it for like £2.50, brand new boxed. Put that obviously in with it, because what's the point in having a Segway if you can't charge it? So that was a really good sell. This pair of Asics running trainers, I featured this pair of trainers in my how to list shoes video. Bought them for £2 or £2.50 and sold them for 25. I probably could have listed these higher, but I've got so much merchandise right now. Literally behind this camera I've got just shelves upon shelves of stuff, so I was happy for a quick sale, and I made good profit on them as well. They were a size 12.5 UK. As clothing, larger size clothing, I've had good success with like XLs, double XL, triple XL. Same with shoes, anything like sort of 11 and above seem to sell really quickly. So if you are in charity shops, or if you have shoes lying around at home yourself and you do have big feet, then I always suggest selling them, because these sold within under 24 hours. Next is this Chicago Bulls vest, like a training vest with like a black lining in it. Got it from a charity shop. I think it was £3. It was on my eBay for a fair few weeks, maybe even over a month. So when someone, I think I had it listed for $14.99. Someone offered me $9.50. I was just happy to get rid of it, because again, it was just lying around and I had no interest on it. So I thought someone offered me a sensible offer, so I took it. Next is this like a vintage sort of retro-y Nike t-shirt. It's got Beverly Hills written underneath the Nike sign. This was actually via the global shipping. I think a couple of past items that I sent were also with global shipping. I have mentioned it before. If you are obviously reselling on eBay, selling on eBay, I really recommend activating your global shipping. It takes 2 minutes to do, and it basically means that you can send anything around the globe. All you need to do is just send it into your most local eBay sort of shipping warehouse. I think mine's based in Lichfield, which isn't too far from me. So you send it to them, and then obviously they send it on abroad to the buyer. So yeah, I've had a fair few sales through the global shipping program. So that sold for £10, that t-shirt. I think I bought it for £2 at a charity shop. Next was this pair of Adidas Climacool trainers. I found these for £7. There was 3 pairs of Adidas trainers. One pair I kept myself because they were really, really nice, practically brand new, and they were my size. But this pair was a grey pair. I sold them for £24.99. Again, really good condition, size 7, and they sold quite quickly. Next item I sold was this Joe Brown shirt. Got it from a charity shop for £5. It sold for £20, although my dad did try and take it. He came up from down south to visit me, and he said, "Oh, I saw that shirt that you found, son, on your Instagram story. Could I try it on?" And I said, "No, Dad. It was a medium. He's a large." He was a bit gutted about it because it was a really nice shirt, had nice double button detail, nice detail on the collar as well. So that, again, really good find. £5 into £20, £15 profit before fees. So happy days. Next was a keyboard. This is the second keyboard that I've sold. First one went via a global shipping program to Bolivia. Again, received safely, and the buyer left me really good feedback. This one I sold for a friend. She's recently located and she was getting rid of some stuff, and it sold for £68. Again, it was just sitting around at home, so she said, "Do you reckon you could sell it for me?" We listed it, and it sold. I think I had it listed for around maybe a week. I had it listed for £74.99. Initially, the buyer offered me 60. I came back and counter offered with 70. She offered me 68, so I took it. So again, really good sale. None of that money is going to me though, because I'm a nice guy, and she's a good friend. I gave it all to her. So where are we now? That one's done. Next item was a Disney puzzle. Picked it up from a charity shop for a few quid, brand new, sealed, and it sold for £7.99. These rollerblades are up next. They're called Vives, the brand. I got them from that reselling shop, the same place I got the Island Rugby fleece from and the Sony CD player. These were immaculate condition, had barely been used. So I thought, oh, they're going to be at least £10. When I took them up to the counter and I asked the gentleman how much they were, he said £2.50. So I was like, wow. And I took them. Of course, I was going to take them. They sold for £20. Again, I had them listed for £24.99. Someone offered me 20, and I took it. They were taking up a lot of room, and I've just picked up bags loads of vintage clothing from another reselling friend of mine, and I needed the space, so I just took the offer. Still profit. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, as long as it's a sensible offer, 9 times out of 10 I will sell it. And on that point, I was watching a video from a reseller. She's based over in America, and she did a very interesting video about offers and taking offers. And she said is often if you take offers, she couldn't explain why, but it did work. She said it's sort of then when a buyer sends you an offer and you accept it, every time I've done that, on the back of it there's been like an influx of sales, if that makes it. I don't know why it happened or why it happens, but she was basically saying in the video that don't be afraid to take offers from people, because 9 times out of 10 it has sort of a positive backlash. You get sales on the back of it. I don't know the science behind it. I will try and find the video, and when I'm editing this I'll put it down below, or tell you her YouTube channel, but it was really beneficial. Next I got these pair of Technique speakers. Again, tested them, really good speakers. They're like obviously part of like a home cinema system. I was going to keep them myself, but I don't really need speakers. I've got enough speakers. Got them for £2, and really good condition. Had about 3 meters of speaker cable on the back. and I took an offer of £16.10. I think I had them listed for £19. Took an offer of £16.10 because the shipping was £3.90, so obviously the buyer thought £20 all in. So yeah, good pair of speakers, good find and good profit. Next was this Scrabble. I bought this Scrabble from a charity shop for £1, and it sold for £9.40. I'd imagine now with everyone in self-isolation and what's happening in the world right now, a lot of people will be sitting down, bored maybe, and they want to play board games. So this sold reasonably fast, and I have got another few Scrabble sets to list, so I will be putting them on very soon. And last one in March so far, obviously it's the 22nd, Mother's Day today. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers watching. Last item I sold in March so far was a Scalextric set. It's like an Olympics velodrome set. I got it for £2 at a charity shop, and I sold it for £13. The reason why I priced it low is because although it's in really good condition, it's missing nothing. One of the cyclists is actually broke. So obviously I made sure that when I listed it, I took a picture of the cyclist that was broke, and was honest with my listing, and regardless it sold anyway for £13. So a fair few sales there, guys, in March so far. We've obviously got about a week or so left in March, so I'm certain I'll be selling more. But I just wanted to make this video. I've watched a lot of reselling videos recently, and quite a lot of the talk is, I wouldn't say negative, but people are worrying that sales aren't as usual, or they've slowed down. For me personally, I'd probably say this March for me has been busier, just as busy, or if not busier, than any other months that I've had reselling on eBay. I did have a conversation with a friend who resells, and I did say I'd imagine board games will be selling well because, like I said, people are going to be in at home together. What better way to spend with your family rather than watching telly, get around the table and play a board game. So if you are able to get out to any charity shops, then maybe look out for some board games. So yeah, that is basically everything that I sold in March. No! So there we have it, guys. That is everything that I sold so far in March. Once again, I hope everyone is taking care of themselves and following the guidelines that we are being told by the powers that be. Look after yourselves, look after your family. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment. I love engaging with my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, then obviously make sure that you click the subscribe button, smash the notification bell so you're notified when I drop any future videos. And that's enough from me. You all take care. Peace.